Hello, everybody. Hi. Hey, good morning. Welcome to Once Upon a Game, or I guess good afternoon or good evening. Welcome to Once Upon a Game, Season 2, Episode 4, and where we're going to be playing some Inspectres RPG today. Once Upon a Game, as always, is a show dedicated to one-shots and indie kind of small press RPGs, and lighting things on fire is also a big part of what we do here. Assembled from across the galaxy are four friends of mine, and got them all here today to help find some awesome ghost stuff. So those who don't know, Inspectres is a game about Ghostbusters and running like a startup franchise. And we basically have done hardly any prep for the game because it's important that we all just do this stuff sporadically. But before we get any further into the rules and what we're gonna actually see here today, how about we go around and introduce our cast members? So let's go around the table here, starting with Foe. How you doing?
Hi there. I'm Fo. People call me Fo, and I exist on the internet, some places. Mostly just Adam Kobel's Discord, but I'm excited to be part of this. It's exciting. Yeah.
Good. Awesome, man. Yeah, I'm super excited to have you on here as well.
Muted Eric.
Eric.
Sorry, I didn't. Sorry, I was just saying I'm super excited as well. It's the morning. It's okay. I'm allowed one, right?
Sure.
Yep.
One.
Kelsa, how are you?
Hi. I am a little bit sick, but I'm here to play anyway. I've got a fistful of cough drops and
And a pocket full of dreams.
and I'm ready to bust some ghosts or however this turns out. I'm excited.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, me too. Going around, Nick, how you been, man?
I am good, friend Eric. I'm also quite tired because it's okay. Well, it's 12 p.m. and I have no right to be tired, but I stayed up late. So, hi, I do things on the internet.
Cool. And last but certainly not least, I'm not forgetting you, Adam.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. I'm also very excited to be here. I also internet at things, usually by the name of Tuxtradamus, and I'm super excited to play with our paranormal stuff, Kickstarter-y kind of thing. Let's do it.
Yeah. Awesome. Super fun. So, let's talk a little bit about what Inspectres is and kind of about some of the rules for our games and perhaps the most important rule of all of them, which is your fun and safety are the most important. So, the way we ensure that our safety and fun is always going to be our top priority is that there is one rule that is not part of Inspectres. It's part of Once Upon a Game. It's a meta rule, and that is called the X card. At any time, if there's an issue, and something about some kind of content in the game that you are not a fan of, that you do not want to see in the game, just go ahead and say, can we actually X that out? And like magic, it's gone. Like a ghost, it is sucked up into one of your backpacks of experimental technology, never to be seen again. Most importantly, you do not have to explain why. We trust you. Your issues or anything like that are yours alone, and that is totally cool. We may ask for you to clarify stuff in case so we don't run into that problem again. But otherwise, you control that stuff. You have that power. It's okay because believe me when I say that the worst experiences in games occur when you're like, damn, I wish I exited that out, and you didn't. So you can always do that, even if you're 2 hours into the game and you realize this isn't for you. Let us know. So, but that rule is only as good as us that we're willing to follow it. So do I have your guys buy-in on it?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Of course.
Yep.
Good. Cool. So, awesome. So I'm super excited now then to get started with Inspectres. Inspectres is, while it's not a GM-less game, It is a GM'd game, but it's very, very improvisational based. While it is sort of like a solve a mystery kind of game where we're going to be discovering where this ghost is and all this kind of stuff, or demon, or whatever kind of unreal monstrosity is around, and we're trying to fix it. As a GM, I have no idea what actually is going to be going on. I'm only going to be introducing sort of like elements to the game, and it's up to the players' roles to kind of determine and players' guesses to where actually the magic is going to take us. It's sort of a inversion of the regular mystery kind of style of game, where we're all going to be playing to find out what happens instead of following a strict set of clues laid out by me and taking you from wherever to wherever. If you ever played Lovecraft-esque, it's a similar idea where you're inverting the mystery, where you're trying to find what the final mystery will be by coming up with clues together. That's kind of the way the game plays, and it's going to be super fun. But before we get actually into playing and all that kind of stuff, we get to come up with our characters. And I know some of us have a few inklings in our eyes about what we want to play, but we haven't actually decided anything for sure. So we're going to spend the first part of our game here coming up with our characters and maybe coming up with a little bit about our franchise. So with that being said, what are our ideas? Anybody want to go first?
I know my inkling, at least, that I was mentioning it before, that I'm not married to, but just like a random thought I had, because this character can be fun. Like the concept I thought could be funny and have some entertainment is the character of I'm sure there's a logical explanation to this. It's clearly not ghosts. It's just, the wind is hitting the shutters and making this noise, and that's why the chair is moving across the room.
Swamp gas. Yeah.
They are not fleshed out beyond that, but that was my my inkling. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a good word.
Yeah.
So all the character concepts I was coming up with, I realized they are so very much like within my comfort zone of characters that I play a lot of. And so I really wanted to try to play something that was very different than that. And so brainstorming last night, the idea I came up with is, what if Archer was a Ghostbuster?
Yeah, it sounds awesome.
And so that's pretty much what I'm going to be going for. Former secret agent with a drinking problem.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Cool. Anyone else have any strong ideas yet, or are we just going to start coming up with this stuff together?
I have had the idea, and it has helped to be fleshed out by the wonderful people here, of a washed-up former porn star in his mid-40s who has taken up the role on our little reality show of ghostbusting to get back into the limelight.
Oh, that's a really good point. Hold on. I know, Fo, you're gonna get to go, but I never explained this part about Inspectres. So a big part of Inspectres is that it's parroting our sort of like trashy TV. There's a big part about it that sort of has like a real world-esque or like Cops or kind of component where there's a confessional where our players can actually speak candidly to a camera, to an audience, about what's going on, to add a sort of level of detail, a twist to the story, describe someone else in a way. And the most important part of the game is to build on it. Like the only rule about the confessional is that you can't contradict what's already been said. So like the game will get taken different ways, but it very much has, like, have you ever seen the show like The Office, where like there's like the one-on-one with the camera? This is a game with that built in to the game.
I'm so excited for that part of it.
Yeah, it is going to be
most
awesome.
Excited.
There's going to be a lot of awkward looks at the camera, like.
Yeah, exactly. It's supposed to play a little bit like a sitcom-y or like real world season show. About Ghostbusters and like a startup Ghostbuster company. So, yeah. So anyways, Bo, what's up?
I didn't really have any grand ideas, but I know I never usually get to play like the super brave but not all that smart character, which I think would fit pretty well in the roster here. So I think I might go for something along those lines. So I think I'll go for something like that, but I'm not totally sure right now.
Cool.
Awesome. No problem. Okay. So the first things then we should establish are our names and kind of basic personality for our character. So who wants to go first with a character name and sort of a basic personality? Meanwhile, there's a fire truck. Always a fire truck, man. Always a fire truck. There's so many fires in Seattle, apparently.
Apparently.
Yeah. So,
You think with all the rain that would not be a problem.
yep. Yeah, here we are. People are so determined for those fires that rain or shine.
Well, arsonists consider it a challenge, right?
Yeah, it's hard mode. So, first thing we do is we come up with a name and basic personality for our character. It also helps to come up with his or her former occupation before becoming an inspector. As far as quirkiness and mental instability goes, well, weirdos are fine. Just remember a few guidelines. If your character's out there, he or she wouldn't get hired in the first place. So you should probably tone it down and make it somewhat acceptable because, Inspectors is a business. Second of all, your character shouldn't be kind of like a loner, argumentative, or completely unreliable. This is a close-knit team-like structure, so being part of a team is important. Lastly, maybe consider having your character have some sort of special skills or a field of expertise that ghost hunting would find attractive or maybe complementary to the remaining players. So,
I have a question about that.
Mm-hmm.
So when you come up with your former job or whatever, that has no mechanical effect. That's just background. And
yeah, that's all
your
background.
talent actually has. Okay,
Yep.
good. I just wanted to clarify that.
Yeah, this is all non-mechanical. This is descriptive.
All right, I think I got mine.
Okay.
So my character's name is going to be Roger Templeton. He worked for a company before, and there was a lot of confusion about what exactly happened, but money went missing. Where it went, it was never established, but Roger was very, very clearly acquitted of anything having to do with any sort of alleged taking of said money. Because
So, what was your
There's a
previous
lot of-
profession? Was it like accountant?
acquitted former financial accountant.
Yeah, like financial advisor.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so, even though he was acquitted and clearly never did the things that he was accused of, he's had a hard time finding a job. And so luckily he's found a position with the inspectors.
You're a CPA. Awesome. Okay. I'm digging it. So, who else has something?
I'm still fleshing out the background in my head.
Okay.
I'm trying really hard to come up with a name. It's more difficult than I expected it to be.
It is.
Do you know what sort of nationality or anything?
For my character?
Yeah. I have a. I'm afraid to click the.
I was planning on just being generic white dude. So.
Yeah.
The name I'm leaning towards is a really dumb parody because of what I'm kind of basing it off of, and that's Goldenrod Fletcher. He goes by Fletch.
Okay. I see what you're going for.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Fletch.
Yep.
And what's Fletch's background?
He is a former secret agent with a drinking problem.
American?
Yeah. He's I want to say mid to late 30s.
Okay. Awesome.
Mommy issues.
Cool. Fo or Nick?
All right, I'm trying to figure out how to phrase this. If I wanted to say, the head guy of the IT department at a company, what would be that title?
CTO.
Okay, so my character's name is Randy Ron. He was a major porn star in the mid '90s, and his day job was being the CTO at an up and coming tech firm in Silicon Valley. And when his the higher ups found out and corporate found out about his night job, so to speak, he ended up getting fired, and he basically spent the next 20 years kind of just going in between jobs and in between porn shoots and just trying to make a living for himself. And he's gotten in on the ground floor of this new reality show craze, and he's just trying to get back into the limelight and make a better career for himself than porn was giving him, and try to be an actual star.
Oh my god. That's awesome.
Mhm.
Redemption.
Seeing that name on screen is so much funnier.
Yeah, Randy Ron. Awesome. And Fo?
Okay. Oh, geez. A name. That's going to be the trickiest part. Okay. I'm going to go for Scotch McCrory.
Okay. How do you spell the last name?
MC, capital C, Rory.
Oh, okay.
But everyone calls him Mac, naturally. I'm gonna say he is just like an everyday kind of handyman that just stumbled into this line of work. So, yeah, maybe didn't even know it was part of a reality TV show. Just decided to
He's here by
sign up
accident.
for that.
You're the janitor?
Yeah, pretty much.
We need a fourth. Just get the
You're Scruffy. You're Scruffy from Futurama.
Pretty
that's
much
awesome.
just the last guy. Yeah.
Cool.
We need someone to be able to clean up the mess after we're
Right.
done cleaning up the ghost. Because
Yeah,
I'm not
that's true.
doing that.
Exactly.
So
That's
100%.
gross.
yeah, no, that makes perfect sense. Like we do need like a cleanup person. So
Totally.
so their next part after we came up with our basic concepts here is that we're going to assign our skills. And there's 4 skills in the game. And for those at home or those who don't know, the 4 skills are academics, athletics, technology, and contact. Academics is when you're wanting to research information, stuff online, remembering theories and that kind of stuff. Athletics is anything you want to do, like brawny, so anything like physical, so fighting included, but swimming, hiding, jumping, all that kind of stuff is athletics. Technology is when you're trying to do anything with like wacky technology, elite hacking, that kind of stuff. And the last one is contact, and contact is sort of your ability to talk to people. It's kind of like your charisma, potential clients, lawyers, that kind of stuff. Those are your 4 skills, and everybody has, I think, 9 points to put into a game. And of those 9 points, your skills you can only have up to a max rank of 4 in any of them, in any one of them.
So I have a fairly good idea of my point distribution. I know I definitely want to put 4 points into contact
Okay.
and then 1 point in academics, which leaves me with 4 points left over. And I'm not sure if I want to split those evenly between athletics and technology or put 3 into athletics and 1 into tech. I feel like 3 in athletics and 1 in tech is probably most accurate, but I also want to be able to use really cool toys. So I wanted to pull the group to see if anyone else was going to go particularly hard in either one of those athletics or technology that might sway my hand one way or another.
I'm going particularly hard into tech, but not with a focus on like dominating everything. I'm mostly just doing it to help like add to other people's tech roles.
I'm gonna go hard in athletics, I think. So, I think I have a pretty solid idea, actually, just straight up all my distribution.
Roger.
If you want to know it right now.
That's a good point from chat. You should use cool toys and always fuck it up, just like your the inspiration.
That's a pretty good point. So I think I will go with 1314 because then when I use my cool toys, it will blow up in my face and be
Awesome.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Great. No, I'm feeling that too.
I've got mine ready too. I'm gonna go with academics 3 because like he's smart about what he knows exactly what he's doing. Athletics 1, he's like
Scrawny.
thinner but not scrawny, not in shape really. Technology 2, like he knows enough to get by kind of, and then contact 3, like he can talk his way out of stuff and he is good at sliming his way out of situations.
Okay. Digging it. Randy, Ron.
Where are we putting our
Every time.
our scores and stuff?
I'm just putting them in for my own reference in notes.
Yeah, I have a notepad.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking my split for skills will probably be 2-2-4-1 because he has a fairly extensive tech background. He's kept in shape over the past few years, and he probably did a few action-y scenes in his porn films. I guess they were very high caliber, high action porn films. Think Naked Gun, but with a lot more naked.
More naked than guns.
Yes, more naked than guns. That was his.
Oh,
premier
is that
he was known for.
More naked. I would watch that movie.
But he's only got contact 1 because he was a very, very uncharismatic porn star. No one liked watching him on screen.
He just had certain qualities that made him good for porn.
Yeah. He just wasn't very. He didn't.
He had a particular set of skills.
Screen in another way. Let me put it that way.
Yeah. Of course.
And what about Mac?
I'm gonna go 1 academics match. 4 athletics. I feel like he's a buff dude. Technology 2, because I don't know. Maybe there's been some complicated leaf blower action. Quite extensive user manuals. I'm gonna say contact 2 because he probably knows a few people.
Sure.
Just
The janitor meetup, you know.
Look, guys, I made a character sheet.
Oh wow! Look at that.
there you go.
character sheet.
beautiful.
You're already ahead of us.
Yeah,
Awesome.
it looks good because my writing is terrible, so that looks better than anything I could do.
All right.
It just tells you a little bit about my life that I have random Sharpies and note cards lying around.
So the next step is coming up with our agent's unique talent. So we have to pick something that either they're naturally gifted in or a skill they picked up before they joined the Inspectors. We have to choose an area where your character will gain a bonus die. Wherever this area comes into play, you'll roll an extra die. So, by the way, so for those who don't know, the way dice rolls work and these skills work is that the numbers that we came up for our skills here, that is the number of dice we're rolling in our pool. Based on that pool, we're going to pick the highest dice when we want to do something, and the highest dice will tell us how either if we were successful or not successful at this. What talents do is that if you're rolling a die where your talent is applicable, you get to add an extra die to that. So it's called a talent die. I know, super named. Yeah, too many mechanics out of 10. 0 out of 10. Yes.
So I know exactly the talent that I want, but I'm not sure the best way to phrase it.
Phrasing, Lana?
Phrasing? No. Basically, I'm. My perception is that if someone is there watching me, I try hard and do worse, and therefore I'm better if nobody is watching.
Yeah, what do we call that?
I know, right?
Something about being afraid of in the limelight, I guess.
Stage fright? I don't know.
I don't know. Like, I like, again, this comes from spending way too many hours watching Archer. Like, he's actually really good at what he does, but only when no one is there to see him do it.
Yeah, no, like all of us can kind of relate to that.
But like, um,
Lone wolf, in a way.
yeah, okay. I'll write that down. But basically,
Sure, yeah.
What I'm looking for is basically if I'm acting alone in a scene, or in such a way that no one else can see me, that I would get a bonus die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no one on the team. If the bad guys see me, they're
Yeah.
yeah.
Lone wolf is good. It seems like there can be one more word to be more about people watching rather than just I want to be on my own.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I'm not sure. That's why I'm saying I'm not
More
sure
about, like,
exactly how to
yeah,
phrase it.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
less
hard-
like you are intentionally trying to work alone. It's just something that happens, right? It's kind of just like,
Right.
yeah,
right.
of course I did that.
It's kind of like a negative talent. Like the
Yeah.
assumption is that I'm actually really good, but if someone's watching, I will try to add a flourish and then fuck it up.
Mhm.
Like, can I phrase it like that? Like, like show off or something like that, but have
Dance like nobody's watching.
dance like nobody's watching. Oh my gosh, that's funny. Like basically something along those lines. So I don't know.
I mean, I wrote down lone wolf, and that's basically.
Okay.
Sure.
I mean, I got
I'll
what.
take it.
Yeah, we know what you
we know what you're saying now, right? Yeah, drama queen could work as well. If I wasn't lazy, I would actually rewrite it to drama queen. So
All right,
thank you
I'm
for that,
writing
Tice.
drama queen on
Yeah.
my character sheet.
So, that's a good talent. Anybody else have their talent they want? And the book says you should strive to be creative. Remember that a character is allowed to use their talent in any of the 4 skill areas.
I think mine is going to be, in air quotes, entirely legal financial activities.
All right. It's totes legal, guys. Definitely not a Ponzi scheme.
I've done the math.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh. Yes.
So, explain a little bit about the talent when you say that.
And I guess like looking at it from not within the character's mindset of it, like he's good at like I mean, I'm thinking what happened is like something happened out of his control where he got caught doing what he was doing before, but
Yeah.
he's good at like doing things and hiding it, or like he has this he like knows about like white collary criminal kind of things. So like I would think like applying it towards like if we needed to deal with like a backer or something that was really upset that we didn't fulfill something correctly, like
Yeah.
he'd be like talk to them about like, well, actually, you know, if, according to subsection
Okay.
C.
Yeah. Yes. So yeah, entirely legal financial activities. Yes. You are a like a legalese kind of person. You read the fine print is another way of putting it.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I can work with that.
Cool.
All right, I have mine, but I'm trying to phrase it in a way that's very PG-13. You can probably tell what it's going to be. So I want it to be unnatural stamina, and I want it to be applied to athletics. So, of course, in his career, Randiron has developed quite the stamina from many, many long hours of shoots, having to redo stunts over and over again. So, whenever he's faced with an athletic challenge, he tends to be a little bit more tenacious about it.
Well, with your talent, you can use it in any
Oh, it seems
skill
to
if it
specify that
applies.
Yeah.
Okay,
No,
well,
you can use
I'm
it
keeping it anyway.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm
So like
keeping it
whenever
anyway
you need
'cause
to
it's
go
lovely.
do something for a very long time.
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah.
anything that requires a huge amount of stamina or endurance. So we'll just unnatural stamina. I'm stated to that. His IT job was very demanding as well. He had to work long hours. Come on.
So yeah, that could work for technology also. Like
Exactly.
if you're like, I need to sit here and stare at this screen unblinking for 2 hours to find the footage we're looking for, you're the one to do it.
Yeah.
And imagine having to run lines back in the shots in between the porn where you actually have to do dialogue exchanges with other actors. It takes patience, man. So yes, unnatural stamina.
Awesome. Wrote down. Awesome. And Mac?
Janitorial duties. Anything that could be considered janitorial at all. Great at that.
The power rate broke.
That is super broad, and I love it.
Yeah, it's just anything.
Cleaning up our mess.
Pretty much.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So the last kind of thing, but not least, would be the cool dice. But our initial cool dice starts at 0, and this is kind of how we level up. But since it's a one shot, we'll be okay with that. So I think the next part is our franchise.
Yeah.
So we need to talk a little bit about our franchise. I know we had some ideas about some stuff, and so who wants to be the person who wants to describe it, or should we talk about it all together?
I think we were pretty sold on the idea of it being a Kickstarter.
Yeah.
To,
Yes.
Like, I feel like, and please, anyone jump in and stop me. I feel like the Inspectres is like an established thing, and that we started, or someone started this Kickstarter to, 1, bring it to whatever town or city we live in, and 2, make it into a reality TV show because it wasn't before.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God! Actually, I love that. I have an idea. If you guys want to go with it,
You're
can
way
we?
too excited. I'm scared.
I know.
No, it's
So-
usually a good thing.
So let's modify. If we don't want to do the reality TV angle, what we could actually do for the confessional stuff is actually like direct to like videos to your Kickstarter backers,
Yes.
like
Yeah.
Kickstarter
$15
updates.
pledge tier.
Yeah, it's like hi backers, like hi Kickstarter, like for
You get a personalized Google Hangout with us every
Yeah.
month.
Yeah, no, totally. I'm on board with that. Absolutely.
yeah, awesome.
Who do you think would have actually started the Kickstarter? Like, I feel like it probably would have been Randy.
I'm
Yeah.
going with Roger. Roger has the financial sense.
Really?
Yeah.
What if it was both
Roger
of you,
has the financial.
Uh-huh.
right? Like it was
Yeah,
it
okay.
was a duo. It was
Yeah,
a duo.
I like that we both like got together and then we found.
I have the entertainment experience, and Roger has the financial experience. So we got to
Yeah.
Kickstarter.
Do you think that you brought me in, or that I found you guys? Like, I kind of I have this
I think we
idea.
brought you in as
of,
definitely it was a backer update. It was like, good news, everyone! Look who we got as our first official employee.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
That works.
but like, I feel like possibly you knew Fletch from that one porno that I did.
Go on.
Yeah. Like, that was that, and of course I was drunk, and I told you I was a secret agent, and
Oh, okay.
got my number. And then when you started this endeavor, you're like, hey,
So-
how are you doing? Would you like to be a Ghostbuster? And I was like, fuck yeah! And I threw
Let's
my
do
glass
it.
and it shattered.
All right.
And then I cried because there was still liquor in it, and
Yeah, that sounds great.
Cool.
You remember that? You
And then
remember
we
that
needed to
CIA girl I met on that one shoot? What was it called? I can't think of a great porn name right now. I messed it up.
I'm totally a dude.
Oh,
My
okay.
character is a dude.
It's even better.
All right, that still works. That still works. All right.
So where, if you guys want, where's the main office for your Kickstarter? Where are you guys established?
Oh God, where did we go?
I mean, it's a startup operation, so like,
Yeah.
where's your guys actually? Where are you headquartered?
My initial thought was some sort of large city, whether we specify or it's just genericville, whatever we want to. But yeah, and then of course anything else too is fine. or we could go like not generic U.S. city either too.
I really have no preference. I don't know where
I don't know.
Right,
I
yeah.
want to be. Like,
Okay. I mean, then
I
the
feel
default
like
the default would be like Silicon Valley or like Bay Area, San Francisco.
Mhm. That's
Which makes sense considering backstories.
yeah.
Spike
I
Spike
think-
Maw in chat says, "Please
Yes.
above a Kinko's next to a dentist's office."
yes. It's like poor, like
That's
mid-level
absolutely
office, just
Yeah,
space
mid-level
rental
office
place.
space. It's
There's
exactly
a Kinko's
what it
in the
is.
bottom floor, and there's a random one. So like, there's dentist, private eye, and then inspectors.
Dunkin' Donuts right after that.
There's a subway across
Ah,
the
so-
street.
yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. Okay. So it's not gentrified.
there's like a tattoo parlor.
Awesome. Okay. So how many people work at your franchise? Is it just strictly you guys? Is there anyone else who works there?
It's us and our moms.
I like the idea that your guys' parents play a significant role in this.
Oh my
they were
god!
probably like some of the
it
highest.
has to be. It has
They
to be.
were all the $500 backers.
Yeah, they were the big backers. Love it.
A lot of the videos are going to them.
I know I don't call, Mom. Here's
Here's a backer video.
I think if we're going this way, my mom has to also work there, obviously.
Cool. So do you guys have like an administrative assistant?
Yeah, we need an intern too.
Yeah, an intern.
We do.
Uh-huh.
I totally made it sound way better than it was when I sent the stuff out to like the community colleges in the area.
Oh yeah.
I made it sound like this amazing experience that like how they're gonna get all this like leadership stuff and all this really stuff, but then it's just like, yeah, so you're gonna get us coffee while we go out and find ghosts.
Yeah.
I feel like there should be like a full-time like camera crew for like the Kickstarter documentary type thing, but
Yeah.
the camera crew is one guy with a camera. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Oh yeah.
it.
That's what I was thinking. Like I think the intern is actually a backer privilege that somebody
the-
got.
The intern's just everything. The intern has the camera, the boom mic.
No, the intern literally paid us.
Yeah, to be the intern. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
And I like the idea that Fo, are you cool with the intern being the guy who has to hold the camera?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
love
that's
that.
He's like
That
an art
works.
student from some college. or something like that.
Exactly.
He just puts black and white filters on shit just to make it look artsy.
He's just recording with his phone and posts it on Instagram.
No, he does it in portrait mode.
Inspectors. Inspectors.tumblr.
It's just all like 15-second vines.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh my god, this is awesome.
We're all streaming to Periscope, guys.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's a lot of vines of us falling in trash cans.
Yeah.
cool. So I think we know how we're funded then. We're funded from Kickstarter. So what does our franchise kind of look like in terms of a Kickstarter? Like how successful were we? What kind of amenities do we have?
I'm thinking we were fairly successful. Like, I'm not sure amount wise, but like I feel like it was like started really small and then kind of virally grew to like pretty big, like maybe like a couple 100,000 backers or something like that. Like not like some of the ones where they get like $20 million and there's like tons of backers and stuff, but like
50 grand or something.
Okay,
something.
sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we definitely got all of the $10,000 be an inspector for a day backers. I think we got all of those. I
We
think.
still haven't sent out invitations for those.
The big backers were our parents.
Yeah, they all had to sign agreements that if they get killed, it's not a,
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I've got all that. Trust me.
A couple other questions. Are you the only Inspectors franchise in the area? Are there any competitors?
Oh.
I feel like there would not be any competitors in the area, but like maybe
Worldwide.
or maybe worldwide, or maybe like kind of nearby. Like maybe we're like Inspectors Oakland, and then there's like Inspectors San Francisco and Inspectors
They're way better.
San Jose, and they're like way better.
Yeah.
Or something along those lines. I don't know.
They already have their Travel Channel show.
Well, no. See, that's the thing. It's like we're the first people to do it as a TV show, but like we're not like the first branch of Inspectors.
Yeah.
Right.
Whether there's some in the area or not, I don't know.
Spike Maw in chat says 4chan got a hold of it and ironically supported it just to troll.
Yes. I like that idea. I like having
How it got really viral.
Oh.
Yeah.
like city or regional branches of just kids with cameras.
Tice just donated $5 saying, here's money for the Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Tice.
You'll be officially listed on our backer list.
Yeah, you're officially listed.
Oh, Mike.
Awesome.
I think that's the reward where you get like a little vial of like phantasm.
Yeah.
Ectoplasm,
It
yeah.
says ectoplasm.
And it's misspelled.
Ectoplasm.
It's actually just like green jello.
It's ecto cooler. It's
It
ecto.
was like Ecto Cooler, like an actual Ecto Cooler, like from
That
the
would actually be cool, though. We can't give him that.
Oh my god.
That's worth something. We
just can't drink it because, dear Lord, it's 20 years old.
It's just, you get the high C from the 90s with the little ghost from the Ghostbusters on it.
Yeah. We just crudely cut it out of like something we printed at the Kinko's below us. Kinko's promotional plug.
Do we, what kind of gear do we have access to? What do we use for transportation?
Well, we have access to a Kinko's. I feel like that's the most important part. Our photocopying game is.
All of our tech is repurposed photocopiers. That's all
Our
of our
lamination game is on point.
Our business cards are rad, guys.
Oh yeah, we have super nice
Yeah,
business cards.
we were talking about having like the experimental stuff.
Yeah.
Funded
maybe-
by Kickstarter, I
Maybe
guess.
as a part of the Kickstarter thing, as part of our like, here's how we're giving back to the community. We're like doing stuff with like the local university for like they'll like their like tech, their like science department. They'll make stuff for us and then we'll use it.
Oh, okay.
But do we have anything in particular to start out with?
Well, what are we hunting? That might be pertinent
Yeah.
to what we get.
I'm thinking we should do ghosts. Just 'cause-
Okay, so if we're just doing ghosts, then, like straight up proton packs or something, because that's straight neutron packs.
Legally distinct from.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if we're acquiring this stuff, then we're actually need to start having some skill rolls for actual things.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a van.
Yeah.
Like it's definitely a van we have.
Oh yeah, of course. Now is
Yeah.
it a white van?
I don't know. Like, I feel like I definitely, I think like I probably brought some spy stuff with me. Like,
Mm-hmm.
probably.
So the van is like our mobile command station.
I feel like I brought the van. I
That
feel
you-
like the van is just like.
That's your van. Okay.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it was like your
That's the
janitor's van.
contribution. I brought the shag carpeting. I put it in the van.
Oh my god, you guys are Scooby Doo.
We are. We're adult Scooby-Doo. Shaggy actually has a drug problem.
Yeah, Randy is just Freddy all grown up.
Yeah, pretty much. After his career kind of tanked, yeah.
Yeah.
So, Nick, since you were the one who suggested the proton packs and all that kind of stuff, I'm going to need you to do a technology roll.
All right. So we're gonna do. Let's see. Now. Oh yeah, I just rolled with all of my dice. That's right.
You roll all your dice. Yes.
Let's roll 4d6 K. It's KH1 to keep the highest.
KH or K.
Or K, it turns out.
Yeah.
All right.
Either one works.
So 6.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay,
That's like
yeah.
top stuff.
Yeah, so
Represent.
yeah, you get exactly how you describe it.
Okay, so we got all latest stuff. We got our van. We got our shag.
Yeah.
We got our neutron.
Yeah, this was a really good Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our moms pulled out for us.
Yeah, totally.
So I
Love
think,
my little Randy.
yeah, definitely think that that Fletch brought some spy equipment with him. But I only have 1 dice in tech, so this is going to be fantastic. 3. That's not bad.
No, that's not bad.
It's kind of bad.
I mean, it's not terrible.
Great.
So
It could have been a lot worse.
no, it literally. Just so we know, a 3 is literally not great.
Yeah.
There we go.
The GM, so I get to decide your fate, but you may be given a chance to suggest a single positive effect. So I think the things that you took along the way are clearly, you were not legally allowed to have them, right when you left.
Oh yeah, totally.
Right, they're all hot
Absolutely.
commodities that people want back.
Oh, I'm sure.
So,
Like you were in Russia and you're just like, this looks nice.
yeah. So I would imagine they're more like spying equipment. So they're like like sonogram kind of things or something like that. You know what I mean? Like detection kind of items in some way.
Like a laser pointer that has a laser that is actually like a cutting beam.
Oh, okay. I didn't think of that. Yeah, let's go with that. Yeah,
Actual gadgetry.
yeah.
Yeah.
Actual spy gadgetry.
Mhm.
Okay. And yeah, you will be hunted down by spies for this stuff.
Yeah.
I'm all right with that.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay. So
You know, I did a spy film once.
That was how we met.
Their
Remember?
language. Exactly.
cool.
That's my cover when I meet them.
The hard mission.
so we have
the
Hard mission.
How good's
Balls.
Mac? How good's the van? Describe the van for us. So that was your.
Oh, do I have to roll for van?
Yeah, but well, first, if you want to describe it for us first, and then we can roll and see how much of that is happening, or what is the twist to it. Right.
I was thinking it was just like a hollowed out regular everyman white van,
Yeah.
Mhm.
just fancy equipment shoved into it.
Yeah, like a plumber's van, right?
Mhm.
Pretty much. But maybe I've had some work done on it. Maybe technology.
Yes.
I will roll that. Great.
Oh boy,
I didn't. It's a rusted up
Yep.
garbage can on wheels.
bad. Yeah. Okay.
Suitably negative.
Yeah. This thing's a complete hunk of junk.
Woo!
It is not in the best of shape.
Awesome.
It's prone to breaking down.
It's been around the block one too many times.
Yeah, exactly.
But the
So-
shag.
There's like a Black Widow infection inside of the van.
No.
It seemed to get rid of them. It's
Ah!
okay, we'll pretend that didn't happen.
Yeah. You hired someone to paint really gratuitous art on the side.
Yeah. And it's all kind
Thank
of
you,
just
Estiani.
flecking off.
Yeah, it's really bad. It's water
a backup
soluble, so it's
Paint
all
our
like
van. It was a backup thing to paint our van, and it's just terrible.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
my God.
Yeah. Yes.
It's like some 10-year-old that had his parents' credit card who just bought it.
Oh my god.
We supplied the paint.
Do we have to paint it on every time we go out? Just like reapply it? Yeah. Correct.
Yeah, if you want to look legitimate.
Yeah.
We gotta look presentable.
Let's see. I'm trying to think. By the way, your notes are driving me nuts because the skills are not all in the same order.
No, of course not.
Oh my god. They're not even like in like descending or ascending order.
Nope.
Sorry. I'm just it's bothering me. Someone else think of something because I just got distracted.
Well, I think that's pretty much it, unless we wanted to add something else to it.
Can I make a point just going back on the tech to further flesh it out descriptively? Okay.
Yeah.
So while we're trapping the ghosts in, are repurposed photocopiers that the King Ghost has thrown out.
Oh yeah.
That's what we're storing the ghosts in. PM copy printers. Here we go.
You went through their trash.
We are laminating the ghosts.
Got, like,
You
all this-
stole refurbished printer ink cartridges.
Exactly. That's the ectoplasm. That's where we get it. We store it in the used article.
Wow. I love it.
Yes. Yes.
We have like a storage garage downtown that's just full of like old office
Well, it's
jet.
not even our
It's like
garage.
dot matrix
Put
printers.
stuff in- It's just an unused storage lot that we just shoved our photocopiers in. So somewhere in downtown LA, there's just thousands of ghosts stuck in Kinko's photocopiers that hopefully no one ever gets.
And they all have like index cards taped to them, being like Ghost of Dreadmore. Like,
Spooky.
Yeah.
spooky.
They all say spooky.
You know, like
Oopie.
awesome.
Spooky, don't touch. The laminating machine
legit.
turned into a Ouija board. Oh, this is great.
Oh my god, this is awesome. Okay, and I guess our specialty would be ghosts, right?
Yes.
We're ghost hunters.
Yeah.
I'm digging the ghost hunting stuff. Okay, so then the next part is franchise cards. Franchise cards enable you to add dice to your skill rolls, and there are 3 types of cards. There's the library card, because having one of those means having fun isn't hard. The library card allows you to use Inspectres' vast library in order to aid in your research. Libraries can take many forms. They could be, the internet database stuff, snippets of folklore, or an actual like giant tome of some kind. Library cards augment your academics roll. Your gym card. Your gym card gives you access not only to the latest in exercise equipment, and gives you free access to, say, things like firing ranges, martial arts, dojos, and awesome swimming pools. Use of the gym card helps you on athletics rolls. And then lastly, but not least, you have the corporate credit card. You have access to the corporate credit card, allowing you and your fellow agents to buy cutting-edge technology, also to cover fees for technical training. So the credit card helps with the technology rolls. But how you get dice, unlike skill dice, the number of franchise dice you receive depends on the size of your franchise. For a brand spanking new franchise, you get 5 dice to distribute among those 3 cards.
Yeah.
So, how do we want to distribute this? Where was our Kickstarter money thrown into?
I definitely would have insisted on there being a firing range or something similar. So I would say there's at least 1 die in our gym card, if not 2.
Now, is this a firing range that we just knocked down the adjacent wall and decided to set up a few targets and some sound?
You just shoot into giant reams of paper.
Yeah, exactly.
You stole from Kinko's.
Yeah, it's
Is it a place or something we made?
You have laminated cutouts of ghosts that you shoot.
Yep.
We're just bleeding this Kinko's dry. They're not gonna have.
No, are you kidding me? You're like #1 customer.
We're gonna phase them out.
Most of your money, most of your profit goes directly into Kinko's pocket.
We'll become a mega corporation. We just absorb Kinko's very soon.
just all Kinkos everywhere. It's great.
I think
All Kinko's are 3D printed ghosts.
I think I want Kinko's to try to they want to be your sponsor. That might be a goal.
This is our first corporate sponsor. Oh my gosh, that'll be a Kickstarter video.
If you
Like a
do
backer update.
I like the idea maybe if you finish this mission successfully, you get
We
sponsored
do
by Kinko's.
who was it, Jeff Gersman, who did the thing with the Mountain Dew and the Doritos. We just have reams of paper and we're sitting in it like a throne.
Just post-it notes like this.
Yeah.
That's our chair for our confessionals. It's
Exactly.
an
A bunch of
Giant
paper.
stack of-
Paper.
Yeah.
yeah, Game of Thrones
Okay,
style
so gun
paper.
range. Yeah, I agree to that.
So we have 5 to spend. One's going into the gym. So then we need something for our library and our credit. I feel like our credit would probably be a little high for this, but
Yeah.
Probably, because we did
Yeah.
pretty well in the Kickstarter.
I agree, but I think we also look guys, not really good with all that stuff, but effective spy missions always rely on intelligence. So one of y'all need to get a computer or however that works, or put in dice in the library.
All right. So Ron kind of
Best
speaks.
Buy was having a sale.
I brought my database from Consumer Electronics. I think we can fit it in the van. Ron is really nerdy, so I think we should probably put at least 1 or 2 into library.
Should we do it 2 and 2?
yeah, that works.
Okay, that
Okay.
works.
People are cool with that.
Sure.
How are you feeling about that, Fo? You're kind of quiet.
I feel like you should maybe give us one more in the credit, maybe for Kickstarter
You
So-
saying we should have 6 dice?
success.
What you're
I'm
saying?
saying we should stretch it to 6. But,
Oh
I
wait,
think
did we achieve stretch goals? Is that the
I guess.
Spike Maw, Josh Mangan, the district manager of Kinko's, is probably looking to secure your business. A rival shop is opening 2 blocks over. Yeah. Thank you for these amazing suggestions. So
That day that you see the Staples sign going up, it's a dark day.
established businesses can expect to get up to 10 dice. Large successful franchises get up to 20. Yeah. No.
Oh.
We are a young buck.
You're the smallest.
So I like the idea of I'll give you guys 6 dice, but you have to give something back to me in return.
Okay.
What is the catch? What did you promise the backers for your stretch goal? What are you
We
obligated to do?
evidence of every successful mission, like the moment of capture, you would show everyone.
Okay.
The ghost has to be a famous ghost.
Oh, that you had to capture a famous ghost for your first one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I like that. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so we have to swing high. Okay. No, I'm for that.
Cool.
Cool.
No easy ghosts.
That's pretty much the last thing that we're going to do is sort of like, I guess, describe sort of the overall cadence of the game. The way that's going to work is that the game is going to start from getting the call, which is basically our client's going to contact you. Then we're going to be researching and investigating it. Then we're going to be suiting up and we'll procure the necessary equipment to deal with the problem. The field work of actually going to the scene. Then we actually get to clean up. It's going to be kind of like the idea of where we actually wrap up everything. So it is right about around our first hour spot. So we're going to pick up on our hour 2 of Once Upon a Game with the beginning of getting the call from your guys' first client. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'll see you guys in about 8 minutes, and so get some orange juice, get some coffee. Maybe go buy
some
something,
Coca-Cola.
get something laminated from your local Kinko's, and and we'll see you guys in 8 minutes.
Store, see if some of my DVDs are still in stock. Or they probably be VHS.
God,
Betamax.
no!
Go find the Betamax.
Don't listen to Nick. Don't listen to Nick. He's awful.